Hey guys, so I just finished watching episode 2 of House of the Dragon. It hits HBO and HBO Max this Sunday, the 28th at 9 p.m. And I am so excited to talk to you about it. Here's my spoiler-free, don't worry, completely spoiler-free review for episode 2 of House of the Dragon. Let's get into it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. So fair warning, there are going to be spoilers for the first episode of House of the Dragon in this review. So if you haven't seen it yet, first of all, watch it. It was like the biggest premiere on HBO or something like that. So do that, then come back. But there's just things I have to talk about in order to talk about my spoiler-free review for episode 2. So we know that the end of episode 1, Rhaenyra, I think that's how you say it. I'm probably going to mispronounce names the entire season. Sorry, guys. But Rhaenyra was named heir to the throne after her mother died in childbirth. I mean, I felt like a straight up murder to me, but sure, died in childbirth. We can call it that. And then, of course, her little baby brother died, which was so sad. And I was not expecting that at all. I really thought there was going to be that dynamic of her and him throughout the series. But no. He's dead. Okay, so now she's heir. So this episode 2 of House of the Dragon, picks up 6 months later. This is proven by just a very simple, it was 6 months, or I think they even said half a year. I think they said it's half a year since the queen's death, right? So we know it's been approximately 6 months. And things are, the tension is there, right? Between her and her father, they're not really talking. I'm sure there's something going on there that's going to be explored at some point. And we also have pretty much everyone trying to throw their family at him and be like, let us be on the throne, right? Like, marry this person, marry that person. You need to remarry. You're the king. You're supposed to remarry, produce more heirs. I mean, no one's really thrilled about there being a female heir. Anyway, we know that, of course, Matt Smith, who plays Daemon, he's definitely not thrilled about it because it kicked him off from being heir. So he's very, very unhappy. So we have all this drama and deceit and this feels like peak Game of Thrones, okay? It is everyone just making their case to the king, basically, which I love this stuff. I find it very, very interesting. It's very exciting where I think this is going to go. There's some major key moments and big decisions that are made in this episode, which, of course, it's spoiler-free, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I will have a spoiler video up after the episode airs. So come back. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, be sure to do so that you don't miss that. But let's talk about the action in this episode, because there's not much of it. Now, we got some action in the first episode, and I don't think we will ever top the scene where the guy gets his boys, let's put it that way, chopped off. That was crazy. I couldn't believe they went there. I could believe they went there, but I couldn't believe they went there. But it was kind of awesome. It was also kind of hard to watch, but I kind of loved it. Anyways, I don't think we'll ever top that. That was really crazy to start off with something like that. You set the bar real high on the gore. But this episode really doesn't have that much action. It's more about this, like I said, this subtlety, this drama, the deceit, the laying the seeds, laying the breadcrumbs out for what is to come in the future, which is very, very entertaining and interesting. And I love that stuff. I love the drama of it all and the suspense of it all and the what's going to happen, what's going to be, what decisions are going to be made here. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, guys. But we do get some great dragon scenes, or a dragon scene, I guess I should say. I don't think there's more than one, but it's great. It's fantastic. The dragons, talk about the CGI. It looks amazing in this. It looks amazing. And we get a close up with spit, which was very, very cool. It's one of my favorite scenes in this episode. But we get a little tiny bit of bloodshed. I mean, it's nothing like episode 1. Like I said, this episode is very much focused on the story and the plot and what is going to be coming later. There's some interesting stuff and some fantastic conversations that are subtle enough, but things are about to go down. This is going to be very intense. We know this is basically setting up for a war. I mean, stuff is getting in freaking tense, and that is what I loved about Game of Thrones, and that is what I love about this series so far. Like I said, this feels peak Game of Thrones. Now, that's about all I can say. I mean, let me tell you that Millie is phenomenal. She plays Rhaenyra, and I'm always going to say that wrong. I think it's Rhaenyra. And then Rhaenyra. Anyways, then also Matt Smith is amazing. And there's a scene with the two of them that is so well shot. It's just well directed, it's well written, and it's just so intense, and it's well acted. And it was one of those scenes where I was like, I got chills, and I was like, oh, I love this scene. This just proves how phenomenal they both are, because neither one really stole the scene, but it's an incredible scene. So keep your eyes peeled for that when the episode comes out on HBO and HBO Max this Sunday. Like I said, I will have a spoiler video up where I'm able to spew a lot more of my thoughts, because this was very difficult to keep things all in. You guys let me know what you thought of the first episode of House of the Dragon, and if you are excited for the second episode, down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. You can check me out over on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm MamasGeeky over there, MamasGeeky. You can also check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.